What's going on, everybody? That new trades, aka Diamond, is back with another video. You know how it is, how we doing, man. Today, it is going to be January 4th recap trading day on the days that I did not record live for you guys. All right. So I know y'all noticing, where the hell am I? My camera is acting dumb, so this is just gonna be a screen record and me talking. Hopefully I can fix it, and once I fix it, y'all see me again. But for now, we gotta keep going with these videos, so we finna still hit these with the bangers without my face cam. Feel me? So on today's recap, we're doing January 4th on the 25k account that I had, and we took two trades and we lost both of them. Let me just show you guys right now. Boom. These are the two trades that I took. And these were a loss of about, I think, $500. So about 2%. Yeah, about 2% of the account was gone. Right. So you see the trade. I'm gonna pull it up on TradingView, and we can go over that. And then at some point, I will post the analysis on the side of the screen. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so basically, I redrew it out. I usually delete them after I post a picture, but I was like, let me just draw it out for you guys and give you guys my thought process. So basically, this is how it went, right? This is how the market was. So let's say we didn't have this here. I'm gonna try this again. Let's just say we didn't have any of this here, right? And I just decided to occupy all that, right? Let's just say we didn't have this, right? All we see, oh, Forex gonna do that. My bad. Can I bring it to the front? Cool, right? So this is all we have, right? This area right here, you just block this off, right? So this is what I was looking at in the trade. Basically, I had saw price and this down move and this downtrend right here, right in this area. Kind of looks like I'm drawing a channel, but price was moving in this down move. It was going up and down, up and down, up and down, creating lower lows, lower highs. Little push up, but overall down, right? So I was doing that, and as you can see, if I put it on the P&L, you can see higher, low, high, lower, low, higher, higher, low, lower, low, lower, low, lower, low, and it gradually started coming back up. So initially, I thought it was gonna retest this area right here, the previous break of structure, which is right here. I thought it was gonna test that, it didn't. So this is how the trade went. Basically, I was looking for sells because I'm like, okay, if it doesn't break the high, cool. You know, within a couple candles, all right, I'm gonna get in, right? And so at the time, this was the high of the session, right? This was the high right here. I don't have the break. This is the break, but whatever, right? This was the high of the session, and this is all I had, right? So as price was, you know, forming, I drew a trend line. As you can see, I drew a trend line right here. And if I zoom in a little closer, this is all in the 5-minute, by the way. So if I zoom in a little closer, as you can see, it low-key started making, you know, higher high, higher lows. Well, not really, because this never really broke the high. This is the current high, right? For this market right here. And so it was making higher high, higher lows, but it wasn't breaking the high. Oh shoot. Give me like 2 seconds, guys. Alright, y'all, I'm back. I just had to make a quick phone call. So as we were basically, this is when I drew the trend line right here, right? Validating that, okay, like if it breaks down, I can continue with a sell. I did have a trend line if it broke up, but it was such like it was a low probability for me at the time, just because of looking at structure and how, you know, it was in a downtrend, right? And as long as it didn't break this high, I'm looking for buys. I'm looking for sells, right? So anyways, as price goes on, I get an alert that, okay, cool, price broke down the trend line. Now it's a little tiny break, as you can see, but it's a break after this big bullish, big bearish trend line, big bearish candle was broken down. It wicked up, it wicked over it, but then the second candle came down, closed below it, and another candle came down, and that's when I officially got into trade, right? This is supposed to be a little higher, actually. This is supposed to be a little higher. There you go. Boom. So this is where I got in. I got in right here, and immediately it reversed on me. Boom, and it took me out. My stop loss was 250 pips. As you guys know, that's just my permanent stop loss now for now. And then my plan was also that usually when I have two trades, when I draw the fib from the stop loss to the entry, if price comes and hits this area, hits the middle line, then I'm able to enter into another trade. And that's exactly what I did. I entered into another trade to see what happens, and now I can delete this to show you guys what happened. And it played around a little bit, and it took me out eventually. So it took me out on both of these positions. Whatever I change anything, I probably just would have no, honestly, I wouldn't have changed anything. I think I could have just waited for a little bit to see if price would actually come back up here, and which it did eventually. It did end up coming back and testing the highs, but then even after that it broke down. So I could have waited. You know, this was like Asian session as well, so you know, volatility was kind of slow, but in this moment it was really fast, and it just said boom up and stuff like that. On the side, I'm gonna place my my analysis, what I wrote and everything like that. But I did take two entries. One of them was 230 something, the other one was 260 something. Both risks like 1%, and I lost it. But let's go back real quick. All right, right here, and yeah. And as I can see on the 15-minute, if I looked on the 15-minute a little closely, it looked like down here, like it pretty much reversed on me. So if I draw this right here, it looked like, all right, it was ready to reverse and come up, and that's exactly what it did. It came up and played around, came into this area, and then dropped again. Came back up, did this again, dropped again, even lower, and then it zoomed up eventually. So yeah, I could have looked at that as a perspective of it going up, but as well as if I didn't take this trade, I probably would have had taken buys, just because it didn't look as clean. You know, from a sell point of view, it looked cleaner than a buy point of view, in my opinion. So yeah, like I said, there was a lot of break of structure coming down here. Like for example, here was a break of structure right here. Mine is on the 15, but it's just easier to, you know, that was a break of structure. The little break of structure here as well. That just gave me confirmation, like, okay, cool, that's the high. And the previous high, as you can see on this P&L, was this 48.66, right? So, you know, I could have waited for price to break here, or I could have waited for price to come up here to actually see if I want to take a trade instead of being in this middle range right here. Because as you can see on the 15, it looks like this is just all a range until it got to this point again. So yeah, but other than that, I wouldn't really do much. I wouldn't do any much differently in this trade. This actually worked for me. Even though it was a loss, it was a lesson learned. I documented it and everything like that. As you can see, I'm writing my notes on the side. Hopefully that lines up. If it doesn't, whatever, that was stupid, but whatever. But yeah, you know, so this is the fourth. This thing's probably still going, but for the most part, I like doing these recaps. I've seen like the first two videos, they're doing pretty well in my opinion. So I'm gonna keep doing it. This is the first one that's actually like well, this is the second one. The second one's actually no face cam, nothing like that. So I hope it does pretty well as well. But I hope you guys got some value into it as well. For sure, this trading was definitely an up and down situation. If I go back to go back to here, literally I have the dates, I have the short, I have the account size, I have the risk, the RR. There was no commissions because I'm trading on a challenge account, so there was no commissions. Net profit, these are my confluences. I have a lot of confluences, as you can see, all down here. and then it was a loss, and then SL buy thingy, and yeah. And then if you see my other one right here, this is the one I was on already. Same thing, same trade, just different P&L, same picture, and yeah. So that was the trade. That was the pretty much breakdown of this. Why would you do that? Oh my god, I hate when it does that. My mouse has this back and forward thing, so then I just tend to lose my train of thought. But yeah, y'all could see what was on with gold. This is gold, by the way, if y'all didn't figure that out yet, but this is gold. 2 L's, that's cool. Lost like 2%. It's all right, it's whatever, you know what I mean. You know, I come back bigger and better every time, so yeah. But I'm not sure if this thing is still going, but if it is, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna play some background music until it's done, and I'll see you guys next time in a different video. Peace.